Have you ever noticed that some people never seem to chase validation? They don't fish for compliments, they don't overshare to be noticed, and they don't perform for approval. Yet somehow, people are drawn to them. It almost feels like the less they ask for attention, the more they get it. So what's actually going on in the mind of someone who never begs to be seen? Let's break it down. They have a stable inner world. The first thing to understand is that these people usually have a strong sense of self. In personality psychology, we'd say their self-worth comes from the inside rather than the outside. Most attention-seeking isn't about ego. It's about reassurance. When someone constantly needs others to notice them, it's often because a quiet voice inside is asking, "Am I enough?" People who don't beg for attention have already answered that question for themselves. They're not waiting for the room to confirm their value because they're not questioning it in the first place. Secure attachment runs deep. A lot of this traces back to attachment theory. Children who grew up feeling consistently seen and safe tend to develop what's called secure attachment. As adults, they don't panic when they're not the center of attention because deep down they trust that connection doesn't have to be earned through performance. Compare that to someone with a more anxious style, who might feel invisible the moment they're not being acknowledged. It's not that one person is better than the other. They simply learned different things about how love and attention work. They understand the power of restraint. Here's a subtle behavioral truth. Attention that's demanded feels cheap, but attention that's freely given feels earned. People who don't chase the spotlight instinctively understand this. They let their actions speak instead of announcing themselves. Psychologically, scarcity increases perceived value. When someone isn't constantly available for approval, their presence starts to feel more meaningful. They're not playing games. They've just learned that they don't need to fill every silence to matter. They're comfortable being unseen. Maybe the most underrated trait is this. They're okay with not being noticed. There's a quiet emotional maturity in being able to sit in a room, contribute nothing for validation, and feel completely fine. This comes from emotional self-regulation, the ability to soothe your own need for recognition without outsourcing it to other people. They don't need applause to feel steady, so they rarely reach for it. So if you've ever admired someone who never begs for attention, here's the real lesson. It's not about being cold, mysterious, or holding back on purpose. It's about being so at peace with who you are that you stop performing for a reaction. The irony is beautiful. The moment you stop needing attention is often the moment you naturally start receiving it. Because the most magnetic thing a person can carry isn't confidence that's loud, it's confidence that's quiet.